Hello, everyone. This is Michelle and Garner with the Family Timeout Podcast, where we'll be discussing sports, pop culture, and parenting because kids aren't the only ones that need a timeout. Am I right, Gardner?
Ugh. We've been together for 17 years, married for 7, and have a daughter that's 1.5 years old. We were born and raised mostly in Maryland and are huge football fans. Am I right, Michelle?
God. Oh my God. This is our first podcast ever, and we're nervous. Okay. Yeah, we both work full time. We have a 1.5-year-old baby, and we wanted to kind of make date nights for ourselves every week. And we figured, why not do a podcast where we talk about our favorite things, which is pop culture, sports are coming back, and we also have a baby in tow. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, so we hope to bring in some family stories mixed in with probably a lot of football talk, because that is the sport that is our favorite and the one that's the best and has the Ravens in it. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But
Did you want to talk about the Orioles?
We will be talking about the Ravens. The Orioles will not be spoken of. 30 years of losing.
Okay. I should
30 years.
I shouldn't have started that.
Yeah, I know they went to the playoffs every now and then.
My bad.
But it just doesn't matter.
My bad,
guys. It doesn't matter. We had...
Not a good first impression.
Machado.
Okay.
Okay, Lamar.
Anyway.
Lamar is with us.
So we have a couple of things to discuss with you guys today. Do you want to start with the sports?
Start with the sports.
It's our sports timeout segment.
Yes. We should insert a whistle here or something, like a sports whistle.
We should do that. We're a bunch of millennials trying to make a podcast, so we don't know anything about what we're doing here. So eventually we're going to be looping in video. We're going to be putting in some fun sounds, some outros, some intros. But currently, to be honest with you, we don't know how to do that stuff, okay? So we're getting started. If you can just go for the ride, we're going to get better at it.
Yes, so we are recording this on Friday, so this would be actually during the Chiefs-Chargers game that's going right now. So I guess we could talk a little bit about the game that happened last night, which was Cowboys-Eagles. Someone got spit on and ejected immediately, which...
And then that one bozo got hurt immediately. Both Eagles players, right?
Yes. For some reason, we called the guy who got hurt a bozo, and the guy who spit on someone not a bozo. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You told me they were teammates before.
Yeah, bozos.
Yeah, that was crazy and honestly just disgusting.
Yeah, pretty gross. But then it came out like 3 hours later that Dak spit on the ground first, but somehow we're equating that to getting spit in the face is somehow the same as spitting on the ground in front of somebody. Both ignorant. One's way worse than the other. And I think we know which one would be worse and more gross would be a Philly player, of course.
Just kidding. We go Eagles.
Yeah.
We try to be non-biased around here.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we watched the game. Honestly, surprised Cowboys did as well. So honestly, props to the Cowboys. Eagles looked fine. I don't know. Anything else to add?
They were more moist with spit.
Okay. Yes, but we wanted to talk about maybe the draft, any big draft moments, maybe some off-season moments and preseason things that have been going on.
Yeah, I think we should probably skip the draft and go to maybe just because it's been a little bit since then.
Well, I mean, I feel like the main thing was that Shedeur.
Oh, Shedeur.
Shedeur.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
I'm just curious to see how that's going to go. Well, the Bears have, 6 quarterbacks? Do they still have 6?
The Browns.
Yep, Browns.
The Browns.
It's like the same, right? They're not good.
Yeah, they both suck. Except one they say is a quarterback, and that is the one in Chicago. But we all know who the best quarterback is on that roster. Mm-hmm. And he is a hero.
Yep.
A real man.
Joseph Flacco.
Joseph.
He's the enemy, but I love him.
Right on the face.
I miss him a little bit.
I do miss him.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that was the only thing.
Yeah, so Shedeur, he's looked the best in the preseason, but he is on the Browns, so will it matter? No. Is the answer. So that will bring us right into the AFC North.
Well, what about Aaron Rodgers? Not draft, but like some trade situation that was honestly quite shocking for the Steelers. Don't know what they're doing. Not convinced. Still to this day, not convinced. A good idea.
Yep, I just tried to do a segue from the Browns right into the AFC North, and then we just went straight Aaron Rodgers.
Because we're still before preseason, Garner. You need to come on. We're going in order here, okay?
I got you.
And we all know Russell Wilson is a champion. The fact that the Steelers lost him.
We all know that Russell Wilson is a champion.
I'm a Russell Wilson fan, okay? I think he's great. I love him.
Weird stance to take
you
on
cannot
the
tell
initial
me,
podcast.
You can't tell me that Aaron Rodgers...
The guy who got hurt as a bozo. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan.
I know. Our friends make fun of me. I don't care. I say what I mean. I mean what I say.
I think you have a little bit of contrarian in you. I think that you hear your friends and your husband maybe make fun of the corniness of Russell Wilson, and then you look at him and you go, hey, I'm going to root for him just because it will annoy my husband. And then you actually fall in love with the player after you contrarily root for him.
Listen, I do agree with you. I do like to piss you guys off. That is true. But, I mean, we could have lost to them. If Russell didn't have that stupid fumble near the end zone last season, like, there were times where Russell looked good.
Just to give everyone a little bit of backstory to this.
In
the Orioles, her favorite player during a playoff run was Ryan Flaherty. You may be asking, who's Ryan Flaherty?
Okay, that's not what we're talking about.
So Ryan Flaherty was the person that she decided to root for just to annoy us. That was during a time when we had Manny Machado, Adam Jones,
because
Nick
they're
Markakis.
The underdog, but then they do something amazing, and I like that. And I'm on board for it.
By the way, Russell Wilson was the quarterback of the Steelers, known rival of the Baltimore Ravens.
I know, and it's fine. We were going to beat them no matter what, but I'm just saying everyone was crapping on Russell Wilson, and I didn't think it was deserved. We can move on, but I think Aaron
Rodgers, who you're a huge fan of his politics, right? That's right. You like... Okay, yeah, I remember. You're like all in on...
No. Anyway, I think Aaron Rodgers sucks. I'm sorry.
Aaron Rodgers jersey and
I've hated him for a long time. So I maybe I'm biased in this, but I just don't see it going well. Any last comments on draft or any big trades?
Most recent trade just happened. Was Minka. Not Minka. That's wrong. Minka was not the most recent trade, but he did get traded from the Steelers to the Dolphins for a older, worse player in Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is very good. I know that he's very athletic. I'm not going to say he's a worse player. He is a similar player to Minka, but he's older and causes more trouble on teams. And Minka, a leader, someone that, as a Ravens fan, I didn't like facing because he was one of the few people that could actually read Lamar and tackle him. They trade him out of the division for basically the same player except older. So I'm loving these Steelers moves.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Am I allowed to make off-topic comments or no?
Is this you agreeing with Aaron Rodgers' politics again?
No, this is about the Steelers.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And Patrick Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Our enemy. Did you hear what he said about
I
how
saw something.
Tomlin... When they were like,
yeah.
Who would you choose, Tomlin or Harbaugh? And he said, oh, Tomlin, duh. It's embarrassing.
Because we've had players that have gone to the Steelers and they've not said much, but they've made plays in a game, vice versa. Or we've had players go to other teams and like make plays in the game, maybe say a little bit and then make plays in the game. I'm thinking like Adelius Thomas, people like that. But Patrick Queen has just been talking a lot for somebody who gets juked out of his shoes every...
I get it. He has to double down, right? His first year with them since he left us was okay. It was okay, and people were actually really mad at him.
Well, he was really bad,
Steeler
the
fan.
first time he came back.
So he's just got to double down. I get it. You're not coming back here. We don't want you, so you're going to go over there and say Tomlin's a better coach. Okay, we watched Hard Knocks. I disagree.
It would be weird if he said Harbaugh was a better coach.
As Tomlin
as a Steelers player, it would be very funny.
I get it, but if he was a real one, if he didn't care what other people said and he was speaking from his heart.
Wasn't the reason why he said he liked him though was like because he wears the same clothes?
Yeah, he said he seemed like family or I think that's right. Something like that.
He said he will check in on your family, and he comes in ashy and
Yeah, Ashley with the same sunglasses and shirt. That's a really low bar.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Harbaugh must suck.
Okay. Big trades.
Oh, Micah. Micah
Yes.
from Cowboys to the Packers. I know everybody's blowing up this trade or kind of making fun of Jerry Jones and everything. Now, I think we can make fun of him for maybe not for a lot of things. Personal life, just the way he's handled that team. There's so many things that we can make fun of Jerry Jones for. But there's not really a single player, except maybe a star quarterback, that is worth 2 first-round picks and a very good player. And they got that to give Micah to the Packers. And Micah, I mean, while a good player his rookie year, he hasn't really done much. And I don't see how he's worth that much. I'll be honest, I wanted him on the Ravens, but I wanted him because I knew he'd be helpful on the team, not necessarily be this difference maker every single game. So we'll see how it plays. He'll be on a better team, so maybe that'll play a lot better, but we'll see.
Garner like spits facts. He knows about like these details. You know, I'm kind of the heart of the podcast. I don't have much to say about this because I don't know much about Michael Parsons. But I will say I kind of feel bad for the guy because it seemed like he wanted to stay, and Jerry Jones was an asshole about the whole situation, like with his agent and all that. It seemed way more difficult than it needed to be, and I do feel bad for him.
Yeah.
But
if I was a Cowboys owner and someone wanted to stay on the Cowboys, I'd probably get rid of him too because that's a bad sign. No one should want to stay there.
Okay. I think we should save fantasy teams for next podcast because we still have one to do.
Yes, yeah, we
have a really bad friend, John. He's kind of ruined everything. So we'll talk about our fantasy teams next week. I think you're good to talk about the division reviews.
Yeah, so we'll do this kind of. I think we'll kind of go through these a little bit quick because I know we're a little heavy on the sports in the beginning here, but
just lots of things are happening.
Yeah. So AFC East, really. I mean, we kind of talked a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers leaves the Jets. They probably become a better team, but still awful team. They have green uniforms and a good wide receiver. That's their two claims to fame this year. I'm sure there's more for you Jets fans out there, but I think we all know that the two teams that are usually talked about the most there, the Bills and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, reigning MVP.
He's married. What do you think about that?
To that girl who was in that singing movie with Anna Kendrick. I can't believe
that's what you thought of.
The sequel. Well, she's also
that Bumblebee movie.
I didn't think about that. Actually, the next thing I thought about was that Marvel movie with
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner. Yeah.
That makes more sense because that's way more recent than what I just said.
Yeah, So he married her.
Oh, but she's in Sinners, and you haven't seen that yet. I haven't either.
I do want to see Sinners, and I know
so maybe she'll be amazing in that.
Yeah, I think everybody's amazing in that, from what I hear. So,
yeah.
But Josh Allen, reigning MVP, some would say that he probably shouldn't have won it, and that Lamar should have won it again. But we gotta hand it out to the people just because we feel like they should get one, not whether they deserve it or not. But that's beside the point. So Josh Allen, very good quarterback on a team that doesn't have much else, so I get also why that would make him MVP.
I will say their new rival uniforms do look pretty cool.
I did see those ones. These are the ice cold ones. Yeah, these are.
Yeah,
cool.
It's pretty cool. But my question is, where's our cool rival uniform? Baltimore.
All of our uniforms are cool except the ones with the gold on them.
Yeah, my mother does not like those. I like them. I think they're kind of cool, but I get it. It's not my favorite, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
The white uniforms, I hope they don't play a outdoor grass field team and look like they are covered in mud. And so then, the Dolphins. They have Tua. They have Minka, and they have Tyreek.
Yes.
And other players, but those are the ones that everyone likes to talk about.
Is there much to say about the Dolphins?
No, not right now. They're not going to do anything. We can go to where the reigning Super Bowl champs are, the NFC East.
I don't like how you keep bringing that up.
What?
Like the reigning Super Bowl. Like,
They
I think
deserve
we've
it.
moved on. We don't need to talk about them ever again.
They deserve it because you have it until you lose it. And I expect the same if the Ravens win from everybody else.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
Eagles looked okay last night. I mean, they were spitting on people, but their team looked good. A.J. Brown didn't do much. I've heard people making fun of that a little bit. I don't know. I feel like it's game one. I don't know why we're worried about that. Cowboys we talked about, Micah. But yeah, Commanders, that's good in our area. We're in Maryland, so we have a lot of Commanders fans around here. They finally have a quarterback. Their team looks good. Really the first time, I think, since ever that I've really ever known them ever been a threat. I mean, they had RG3 there for a minute.
Since Kirk?
Since Kirk.
Boyd Kirk?
Yes. So, we'll see how that goes.
I have no additional comments to make.
Yeah, we don't have to hit all our division. We can just hit a few highlights from each division. But the main division that we'll hear a lot about because we have a lot of insight into it is AFC North. We have the
We talked about the Browns.
We gave them plenty of time. It's probably enough time to talk about them for the season.
Just props to Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Joe.
I'm scared of him, but I'm proud of him.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's Browns. And we have the Bengals, where I'll say that we watched that show Quarterback on Netflix. It made me like Burrow more than I had liked him before. Now, I know I have a lot of bias. I'm supposed to hate kind of the quarterbacks of the AFC North, and he was kind of someone that annoyed me a little bit. But I will say I watched it. He's kind of funny. I felt bad for him when his house got broken into and he couldn't buy his Batmobile anymore.
I loved Hard Knocks AFC North because honestly, what other divisions could be that interesting?
Yeah, that was fun to watch that. And then the quarterback thing, it made me like Burrow a lot. I think their offense with Burrow having 2 star receivers will be exciting. I just don't see how their defense is any different, and that was the problem last year. It wasn't having all these great players. So Browns, Bengals, Steelers we talked about, and now to our team, the Baltimore Ravens.
Yep.
They have the should have been reigning MVP, Lamar Jackson. Probably should have been second reigning MVP, Derrick Henry. Probably third reigning MVP,
Marlon Humphrey.
Okay, yes, and so this will bring us to my wife's favorite person on earth, and I'm pretty sure if he walked into this house right now, she would leave me for him. Marlon Humphrey.
I love him so much. I'm gonna be so sad when he leaves one day.
Yeah,
he can't.
I love Marlon.
I love our team. I really love the vibes.
Yeah, and I'm excited for this year.
I'm very nervous.
I think they have. You're like that every year.
I am. I could throw up thinking about it.
So we know the Ravens' big thing that they'll say 1 billion times on everything is they're going to be a good team, but can they win it when it matters? And we won't know that until the playoffs. So they will say that after every great win we have, just to make us feel horrible. So we will hopefully make it through this season with a lot of wins and continue all the way to the Super Bowl.
Fun fact, I had just given birth to our daughter when we lost the AFC, what's that called?
That was the divisional round?
Yeah, we lost it to the Chiefs. They were in Baltimore. Taylor Swift was in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And we watched that game in the hospital.
Yeah, that was rough.
It was terrible. We had to watch it. We had a little baby.
Yeah. It was day 5 of us being in the hospital, and it was...
So we're like, oh, surely that, this will work out for us.
Yeah. The football gods will give us this one.
No, they did not.
No, they did not. Okay, so go from there. NFC North, it's cold there a lot. Just kidding. Vikings, yeah. I mean, they're one of those teams that I think could be real sneaky and could get pretty far into and might be able to do something in that division. Everyone's going to talk about the Lions and the Packers. Packers got... I keep putting Aminka in our notes, but this is Micah. And
what is that?
I don't know. They play 2 different positions.
It looks like I'm the professional sports broadcaster on this podcast, after all.
Yes, she said the word bozo 30 seconds into this show.
I know. I feel bad for it.
Yeah, it was the guy who got hurt.
No, that's going to happen a lot. I'm going to call people all kinds of names. It's nothing personal. It's just, I don't know your name.
Yeah. Another quarterback we saw on the show, Quarterback, was...
Oh, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff on the Lions. I just think he might just be... He's white piece of bread. Has more personality.
Yes, I agree.
Good quarterback.
I guess.
He's pretty good.
Listen, my thing about Jared Goff is they fit in one clip of him on the last episode of him working out, and it looked like he's never worked out a day in his life. Going on,
but then he throws at 80 yards.
I told Gardner, like, if I didn't know, like, as much as I do about football, which is not, like, 100%, like, you know, if I was just in a grocery store or somewhere and I ran into Jared Goff, I would never look at that guy and think, that guy's a football player.
I remember we were actually at that draft in Chicago.
Wait, is that when he got drafted?
Yeah, that was when he got drafted.
See him
I
on the
think
carpet?
you tried to order a drink from him because you did not recognize him.
Wait, did we see him though?
Yeah, he was there with his mom.
Do we have pictures of that? Dude, that's another story that we can tell about when we went to the Chicago draft.
That was fun.
What year was that? I don't even know.
Yeah, that was fun.
We saw... Oh, no, we're not going to get into it, but that can be another for another day. Keep going.
Yeah, that was fun. The Bears, they look like they might have a quarterback. I haven't really seen much out of them, but we'll see. We also don't get many Chicago games out here, so I have to catch up with them a little bit. NFC South, our boy, not really our boy, I say this jokingly, but Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
He is fun to watch on quarterback show. I actually like him as a quarterback.
That's who the Steelers should have got.
That would have actually terrified me because I don't need a guy who's a game manager throwing accurate passes against the Ravens. I really don't need that kind of guy. So that would have really sucked. But, you know, Kirk Cousins and his Roy Rogers just getting hammered on Roy Rogers because that was his favorite drink. He brought that up multiple times in that show.
He just is the sweetest guy. And I feel like the Vikings did him dirty. I feel terrible for him. And then he goes to the Falcons. He doesn't do great, and then they do him dirty. The guy needs a break. I hope he has a better future.
Yeah. Panthers.
I don't even know. They're ginger. Wait, can I say that?
The ginger.
Okay, Panthers. Who's the quarterback?
What's his name? He's.
Oh no.
He's 5'3".
What do you mean?
But he had that good comeback last year. Bryce Young, yeah.
Never heard of that guy.
Let's see, what is his height?
But I will say, don't, like, just because I don't know anything about the Panthers, don't say, oh, Michelle doesn't care about them. Listen, I used to live in North Carolina. I used to rep that team for, like, a couple years, and they still kind of have my heart a little bit.
Yeah,
I want them to succeed. I want them to succeed. I just don't understand how some of these teams just never come out of their rut they're in. It makes me sad. What are they doing over there?
You hear a lot of people talk about that. It's like a generational thing that just gets passed. Like, look at the Browns. It doesn't get worse than
they
that.
always do. They do pretty bad, so they're always going to have the higher draft picking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why are they not getting the people they need to get? Like,
yeah,
what's
they're not
going
getting the
on?
right people. I mean, I will say Bryce Young looked better towards the end of last season. I actually liked watching him when I saw a few games. That was good. Weird thing about the Saints, not really about the team at all. It's more about their fans. I get like random TikToks from people, and I've had like 3 random Saints talks come up, and they're always like ranking stuff, and they just bash the Ravens more than anyone else. And we don't have any beef with you guys. We play you once every 4 years, and I mean, every time we play you, we as in me and the Baltimore Ravens, you guys get beat. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe that's why they hate it. Bucks, they are pretty fun to watch. They got one of my favorite wide receivers, Mike Evans.
And props for their stadiums. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you like the pirate ship.
I do, but back to the Saints. Who's the quarterback that I know?
Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's their quarterback now. It's got to be.
That was like 15 years
ago. I know, but like that's their quarterback.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a good take.
Okay.
So NFC West, I mean, the 49ers are in there. Someone's got to win it. It'd probably be the 49ers. So we will see. The Seahawks, they took our boy Mike McDonald 2 years ago. Or last year was his first head coaching year.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, and so...
Although I used to like them a bit. I'm not going to lie. And guess who won their Super Bowl? What quarterback was that, Gardner?
Russell Wilson.
Just saying. And how many Super Bowls does Lamar have? Okay. That's all I got to say.
Russell Wilson's been playing since the 1800s. So we have the AFC West. That's going to be a fun division. I think, actually, I can check the score here, but Chiefs are playing the Chargers right now on their opening night. Chiefs, just watching a little bit of them, they didn't look good in the first half until like the very end. So we'll see if it's just one of those typical Chiefs things.
The Chiefs lose every game.
and Broncos, they got Bo Nix, who people are excited about. for some reason. He looks okay. He's fun to hear in interviews. We'll see. We'll learn about that division. AFC South. I just saw a poll where they did teams or what fans are optimistic about their teams going into the new season. So Eagles were in like the 90s. Other teams were really high up. The Colts had the lowest. They were the most pessimistic fans going into there. I think that's because of Anthony Richardson getting hurt and not looking good. So, yeah. All right. Well,
can't wait.
Yes. So we will now jump to our parenting segment.
Okay, parenting timeout. The first thing I thought about was, a year ago when the last season started, our baby was like 6 to 8 months old, and she wasn't really mobile then. So, she was napping a lot. So NFL season wasn't that bad. I mean, from my memory at least.
No, because her naps were during it, but we could hold her.
Yeah, and she wanted to be entertained, but, she'd just sit there and we could just entertain. Now, she's basically running around this house, causing chaos. So it's just going to be a different experience. I think she'll be more aware of what's going on. We bought her the cutest little cheerleader's outfit. Oh, my goodness, she looks so cute. Mm-hmm. I think she'll be interested a bit.
Me and her have matching ones.
I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think we want her to be a little football fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she'll do good. She'll run around. We got her like football and stuff to play with, and maybe we can teach her some of the. She's starting to pick up on words now, so I'm sure she'll
love to cheer. She loves to clap and cheer.
Touchdowns and stuff like that. I think what we'll have to figure out is nap time, because right now nap time is going from like 12:20 right into 1:30, so it's right at the beginning of the games.
Yeah, that's something as parents you're like, man, before you have a child, you could rot in bed all day. Like, I do miss that, watching football. A lot more of recording the games than we ever did before. But honestly, it's not so bad. I remember back when Garner was younger, the notion that we'd record a game and not watch it live was like the worst thing in his life. Yeah. He's grown a lot, thank God. But, I think now it's actually kind of a bummer, because when we do miss games because we're doing something with the baby or she's fussing or whatever, we can't have our phones out. We have to put them away because we don't want spoilers. But it is kind of nice. I kind of enjoy like an hour or so into a game, like starting it and just being able to fast forward.
Yeah, that is nice.
Games are like so much shorter when you do that, so I don't mind that part. But
it is. Yeah, I do like that part.
It's something that definitely changes when you have a child.
Yeah, it's something that you start to. I was always all football all the time and didn't want to miss anything. Now I think I'm not just excited to watch the Ravens, but I'm excited to watch the Ravens with our daughter. I think that it'll be kind of a cool thing that maybe show up some memories of us doing that. Hopefully she likes football, and if she does, then we can enjoy that together. If she doesn't, then we'll have a conversation with her.
Sit her down. We like football in this house.
Yes.
Yeah, because when I was growing up, that wasn't really, it wasn't until like I got into middle school-ish where my dad went to work events.
Steelers fan.
Well, my dad is a Steelers fan, but he'd have a lot of work events with like Raven. Like, he got me my first jersey, which was a signed Todd Heap jersey, and I thought that was so cool. So he just became my favorite player because I like the Ravens, but we didn't sit there and watch them so intensely every week.
Todd Heap's a good choice. Another man that I'd kiss on the lips just like Joe Flacco.
Okay. It wasn't until I started dating Gardner, I kind of started caring more about football, and now I'm like totally involved. So it'll be nice to help, raise Raven into football, into sports, and watch her. Hopefully she'll play sports one day, and it's just really fun.
I'm excited.
Oh, and yes, we should probably say our daughter's name is Raven.
It's spelled differently.
Ravyn. So, no, we did not name her after the Raven sports team, I swear.
Yeah.
No relation.
Yeah.
I like the name Raven since that's a Raven, the TV show. Like, I thought that name was so cool.
Me too.
It is a coincidence. I know it sounds so silly, but we swear, like, if you know her, she's a Raven.
We named her purely based off of we like the name. Her name is Raven.
She's
Edgar
dark.
Allan Poe. McCullough. LaMarvelous.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. I did say, if we had a boy, we could name him Jack.
Jack is the name you said.
Or Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
need
said
to.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And you're like, we can't have two children named Raven and Jackson and then say it's not because of the
I
football
know.
team. My last name used to be Jackson,
Yeah.
so I didn't even think about it.
I know. We got to name him Tucker.
Okay.
So
That's
anyway.
that's a good way to end the podcast.
So, well, thank you everybody for joining us today on this first episode that we have. We're really looking forward to continuing this and connecting with everybody too. Please feel free to comment, rate us. You know, we're really enjoying doing this. It's our date night, so we're glad to have you here with us.
You guys can follow us on the Family Timeout Instagram.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody, and we're really excited to start this season with you.
We'll see you next week.